I've been in a relationship for 8 years with someone and we've never had sex.
Oh, you're not doing well. Don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Lil's Love. If you haven't subscribed yet, now what are you waiting for, honey boo? Subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos. Today I come with a very interesting topic. Is sex important in a relationship? Now, men, you wanna listen to this, because this, a relationship consists of two people, man and a woman. So you wanna listen. And these are the answers. I'm going to give you 10 answers that I received from these ladies when I asked them, is sex important in a relationship? I don't think all of you know, but some of you know I am actually a dating guru. I like setting up people. I like love. I love love. Love is beautiful, isn't it? Everyone wants to be in love. And love is so hard to find out there. So if you have it, hold tight. If you're looking for love and you haven't found it yet, holla at your sister. And I'll sort you out, obviously, at a price. Ain't nothing free in this world, especially if I'm finding you the love of your life. So is sex important? What I'll say first before I proceed, to me, sex necessarily isn't what we should be looking at, but it's the sexual compatibility. Because if you're both happy with the sex you're receiving, it could be once a week or once a month or once a year. If it works for you and you're both happy with the sex you're having or with your sex life, then that's what's important. So this is what the ladies said. One of them said, when the sex is good, it's 5% of the relationship. When the sex is bad, it's 90% of the relationship. So basically what she means is, if the sex is good, it will look like it's only contributing 5% of the relationship. Like, it won't matter so much because it's just like you overlook it. When you have something, you tend not to look at it. But when you don't have it, then you realize, oh shit, I actually like it. And the other lady said, so the question is sex important in a relationship? The next lady number 2, she said, no, not at all. So to her, sex is not important. My libido is pretty non-existent and sex is honestly pretty boring. I do please my partner because I know how important it is to him, but I would easily go without it. I do like physical contact, kissing and cuddling a lot though. So to her, she'd rather not even have sex. See? And that's that, and the partner is happy. So what I mean by, if you're sexually compatible, then so if that works for them, if they're happy with their sex life, then that's what's important. One doesn't like it, one does, but they manage to find a way to go in between and it works. They're happy, we're happy for them. Lady number 3, super important. So this likes a bit of, jiggy, yeah? Super important. I have a high libido and I need it satisfied. Yeah, so this one, if it's not working, then she ain't staying. Lady number 4, not very, to be honest. I've been in a relationship for 8 years with someone and we've never had sex. Oh! So let me read this again. Not very, to be honest. I've been in a relationship for 8 years with someone and we've never had sex. He's ace and I have no problem handling the occasional urge by myself. Wouldn't trade him for the world. So here it looks like the guy does not like to have sex and they've never had sex. So the lady satisfies herself. So to her, sex is not important because the guy is great. Priorities. It works for them. Who am I to say anything? Lady number 5. No, not important at all. Low libido, and it sucks if your partner is those that has really high sex drive. Honestly, I just can't do it. Am I the only one who worries each time after sex that I might get pregnant? I guess it's definitely one of the factor that lower my libido too. So this one doesn't like sex because she feels she's gonna get pregnant every time she has sex. Okay, sis. All right, do you? So these are people's opinions on if sex is important. I'm not judging. I'm just reading you what they're saying. Then you make up your mind on if sex is important to you or not. Lady 6 said, it's important to me, but not necessarily the sex itself. I'm not hell-bent on a certain amount of sex, for example. I'm more worried about the communication side and the guy's approach to sex. I've dated guys who were really super sexual, and at first I was like, yes, this is what I need, exciting sex with an attractive guy. But quickly realized it wasn't as great as it seemed. I've had guys be selfish too, obsessed with sex and nude pics, too pushy, trying to get me to do/try certain things. I'm done with that. I'd rather no sex at all. Lol. I want the guy to pay attention to me and care about my enjoyment more than anything. Okay, I hear her. I see where she's coming from. Guys, put your comments below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think. The sex doctor is in the room. Yeah, tell me what you think. So lady number 7, I didn't prioritize sexual compatibility when I got married. I didn't think it should matter that much because I loved the person so much. They were my best friend and we got along so well. It was the biggest mistake of my life. After getting divorced, sexual compatibility is hugely important to me. It's too funny. While married and not having my sexual needs met, sex was all I could think about. Now, do you remember the lady who said if it's a problem, then it becomes 90% of the relationship? This is what this lady is actually saying. She says, it's too funny. While married and not having sexual needs met, sex was all I could think about. I wanted it all the time and wanted it really kinky. But now that I know I can have good sex with my partner every time, the need is so much less urgent. I go several weeks without seeing him. We are long distance and I'm fine without sex. I don't even think about it. For me, sex has to be something that comes naturally and easy between you and your partner. Yes, passion fades, but in my experience, that makes sexual compatibility more important rather than less. If you are struggling to have good sex in the beginning, when passion should be high, things are only going to get harder as time goes on. And for me, that ended in a divorce. Hers has been more detailed and I sort of like see where she's coming from. And she's actually complimented the first person whose comment we read, who said when it is good is 5% of the relationship. This is literally this lady. So lady number 8, very, so to her, sex is very important. Even more so after a marriage with sex that dwindled and was not satisfying. And I have a high libido. Currently seeing a guy and the sex is amazing. It makes such a difference. I don't know if it will last as a relationship, early days and complications in brackets, but damn, I don't want to lose that sex. It's my yardstick from now on. Oh, girl got a good D. She ain't letting that go. Oh, guys, it's getting steamy and hot. And she says, and it's not only the sex itself that's important, it's the physical context and the affection that goes with it. She goes to add, yeah. Lady number 9, I have recently been reading Vagina by Naomi Wolf, and I cannot recommend it enough for understanding your body and needs. So this one just gave you a recommendation. Ladies, go read Vagina by Naomi Wolf. She says it's a good book to understand your VJJ. So yes, to know how you want to satisfy it, go read it. Lady 9. The other one was a recommendation of the book, so I'm going to not count it. So I'll read you lady number 9. I didn't realize how important sex was to me until I began dating my current partner. The intimacy and love I feel with him only enhances everything else that we do together. I used to have a non-existent sex drive with previous partners and thought sex was the least important thing. I now know that I can have excellent sex and the other fun, cuddly, and cute stuff. So yeah, I actually see where she's coming from. Some people think they have a low libido, but sometimes I think, could it be because you haven't met someone you're sexually compatible with, or someone you're fully attracted to? Could it be because you're settled and you don't find this other person you're with attractive, and that's why you feel you don't have a high sexual drive? You haven't maybe met your sexual match? Because I know some women feel that way, that, you know, they don't have no sex drive, but I feel they just haven't met the guy who ignites their fire and sends them zooming off in the storm. But you know what? It could be that. It could be that, you know, you haven't met your match. You haven't met someone who actually gets those juices flowing yet. Lady number 10. All of my relationships thus far have had horrible physical chemistry. So right now, pretty important to make sure it's a component. Once established, it's probably about 30% of the relationship going up and down. But then again, I also have a higher libido than some. Other than that, it's more that I would want to know that I wouldn't end up with someone I didn't have a spark with. So as you can see, I know from here it looks like maybe more women said sex is important, but actually there were more who just said no, it's not important. But because they just mentioned no, it's not important without meaty explanation, I thought it wasn't worth reading. No, it's not important to you. But I read more of the ones who said it is, because they kind of like gave meatier explanations for you to understand why they're saying it is important. So that is it, ladies. Comment below. Let us know, is sex important in a relationship? Would you stay in a relationship if the sex was barely there? Because we saw a lady who stayed she's with a partner for 8 years. He's a great guy, but there is 0 sex. So that is it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss my next video. Thank you. Ciao.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it.